So we're gonna start out designing female rover. So I'm designing 2 female plushie for my auntie. So I designed female rover because I think she is, well, not easiest, but the characters I like. Basically, I do not like any characters that are female in Withering Wave yet. But like I say, I'm very biased. I like male characters. So yeah. So Dr. Rachel, I am designing him right now. And Dr. Ratio might be next after a few more plushies made. So yeah. So right now I am putting some images for my Twitter of what I completed and what is still work in progress. It's just for a Twitter post. I feel like people want to know what I'm doing. So I'm pretty proud on all the completed plushie that I actually finished. I finished like 9 if you count Love and D Space. I didn't sketch it out yet. So the next female character I'm doing is Rosa from Tears of Themis because I love Tears of Themis. So I'm probably gonna do like 1 plushies of her on the conventions, but hopefully she does sell well because there is barely any plushies of her. But yeah. So next up is me. It's a Sympathy Kiss reveal. Sympathy Kiss. I almost finished. I just need what's his name? Kabase? Yeah, I just need Kabase left. So I probably butchered his name. But yeah, that's him. So right now I am drawing a secret route character. So this is gonna be a reveal for Sympathy Kiss. So if you don't want spoilers, please move on from here and skip to more crochet stuff. But yeah, I'm planning to put all these videos together to make a separate video for Sympathy Kiss. But I want to put this in my vlog too because it's more, like I say, it's an art vlog, so it shows what I'm doing in general. He is Tsukihiko Higa. The name is a little difficult for me to pronounce. And he is the dad root, basically. Not the dad root. You don't date your dad. He is your, he is a widower. So he is a single parent with a son. So his route is really wholesome. If you like very heartwarming stuff, you should play his route. He is very sweet, no spicy at all. I like his inner dialogue where he get all the jitters from dating for start dating again. It's really cute how he interacts with his child as well. So I'm glad this route is short because I do enjoy it, don't get me wrong, but it's not my favorite story. I don't technically like to date a dad in a Otome game or a widower, but to be honest, the story is pretty nice paced. It is like mature romance, so it makes sense they have a widow dad. It makes sense because it happens in real life, right? Where a widower, male or female, will lost their partner and they're willing to date again, right? Usually in Otome, I prefer to date more single men, obviously. Or a guy who doesn't have a prior romance relationship or first love. I don't know why. It's always because the heroine is always the girl that is like a virgin of first love. Maybe because I feel the unfairness of it. Like, okay, why is he had experience but she can't? She's like fresh. But like I said, it's just a personal preference of mine. But overall, I do enjoy his route, but it's not my favorite type of story. I think it's just really cute overall. So what do I think about his character? He's an alright character. He's a very sweet guy. Personality, he is sweet. I just don't like his design that much. The problems with the Tilth design is they're very thin. I think they kind of look like they're sickly a little bit, but that's like my opinion. He's not as old as I thought. He's like 3 years older than Kobayase, your boss. But your boss has less wrinkle than him, and he's just like 4 years or 3 years older. So I feel like you could design him less wrinkly, a little bit less wrinkle. But like I said, it's just I just don't enjoy his character design in general. So next is Usui Shuya. Like I say, I'm not Japanese. I might pronounce these names wrong. I do not like his route. His route is basically age gap. That's the plot, age gap. I like it when they make the heroine more aggressive. But I feel like she crossed the border a little bit too much. But then again, most love interest in Otome is like that. So can't fault her fully for that, to be honest. It's just since she's supposed to be me, I guess. So she is faceless. It makes me a little bit uncomfortable for me to go far because you're kind of like sexually harassing the dude, right? Because he doesn't want to invest on an age gap relationship, which is understandable because she is young and there's a high chance she might move on to a different guy. You know, you never know because when you're young, you have more you're curious for more experience, right? So yeah, it makes sense that he doesn't want to. Well, his whole thing isn't really like that, to be honest. It's more like he is not worthy of her because he's too old. But it's a lot of pushing and pulling in this route, and it's got a little I guess annoying. Like I say, these type of story isn't my thing. I do not like age gap. I don't like older men in general in Otome games. but to but I feel like this route is just not for me. It's just very boring. Mitsuki route is I think is a ton better, but technically he is just a very green flag. If you like a very nice man, he is the dude for you. What I like about his story is there is responsibility of that they had to take, so they don't get together right away until the ending, where the heroine for sure loves him. So I guess that is a very nice a nice touch to the story. But overall, if you like age gap romance stories, you can play him, but it's not my preference. So, not much update in the crochet department. I did update. Gian. So I make his hair a lot more bushier in the front. So basically, I just add a few strands and sew it in the front. So yeah, pretty simple. He's just more bushier. He has more like DBZ hair, but I like how he turned out. Definitely less balding, but yeah. Hopefully, I get him in Wuthering Waves at May. So. And now I'm doing some copies of Jinyuan. So I might sell this prototype because I feel like I can do better on his hair. So I did start out doing a couple legs. So I'm planning to do sell two of each. But I'm doing one extra for myself to use as reference because I'm going to probably sell the prototype and do a brand new one. But yeah, I'm just doing the legs. I'm getting so it's almost my birthday, and I'm getting what you call again, a resin maker. So I'm planning to do resin eyes for these plushies. So I am excited to do that. Hopefully they turn out really nice because it's my first time dealing with resin. But I will do a video and probably record my first time using resin stuff. But yeah, so yeah, not much update. I did 30 legs. One is the prototype sample, and the other one is to sell. And yeah, and I probably put him up to sell as one of those prototype sales for a cheaper price. Like I said, these are the stitches. This is like one of my first time doing it, so the stitches isn't as tight. So that's why it is way more cheaper. But yeah. Of course, this one is more better because I got better at doing plushies. Jinyuan, I think I did Jinyuan, the Love of Deep Space, and then Jinyuan was my first complicated plushie where it has more design on it. And then I went to a Bibiter Lune, and then Aventurine, and then Aventurine, and what else? What in Hell is Best, Satan, and Leviathan. So it comes it increased the difficulties, so it's good for practice. But yeah, and I also did this Miffy keychain for my cousin. So she asked for a Miffy keychain or a Shiba, so I did it for fun, mostly because I only have a little white yarn left. So I did it for her, and it's good for practicing because I've been doing too much plushie. It does get me tired a little bit. I'm planning to start out with the Chibi keychain plushie this time. I'm doing Raphael first. I'm gonna shrink his size a little bit and to see how it works out. If it succeeded, I will sell it online. But yeah, so right now I'm just doing Jinyuans. After I do Jinyuan, I will do Imbibitor Lune, and then I do Aventurine, and then I will try to design Eventually, I will try to design Dr. Ratio. I feel like Eventually and Dr. Ratio combo will be good in the market. Like I said, if I have time, but right now I want to design some female plushie while I'm doing these market stuff, because I need to design some female characters for my auntie because she wants it. So yeah. So this is gonna be another review because, like I said, I want to put a little bit of a review for every sympathy kiss character that I finish each route on. I feel like it's a fun way. Like I say, this is more like a hobbyist and art vlog, you know. So if you this is a secret character, so if you don't want spoilers, you can skip it. But this is Yofi from Love and not Love and Deep Space, in Sympathy Kiss, and he is the secret Li2, I believe. So he is the yandere. So I do like yandere characters in a Otome game because they are fun. Mostly because yeah, just general, they are fun. They're pretty interesting. The obsessive is what, you know, fictional man is nice. Like I said, yandere character in real life, I wouldn't date them or anything. Well, to be honest, I don't think yandere character exists in real life. I feel like people who are obsessive towards you in real life, it's not more like they love you. It's more like they love themselves, or they become territorial, or they're just like bad people in general. Yandere is a little bit different, where they are, it start off, they actually do in fact love you. They don't cheat, they don't do anything. Some might be abusive, but like I said, it's overall loving you. Like, they don't cheat, they don't do anything. It's actual love, not like power move. Like I say, yandere for me is more like, it's more fiction. If people say they're yandere in real life, is they found yandere in real life, I don't believe it, you know. Like I say, it's pure fiction. Yeah, but why I'm excusing myself for liking yandere characters. But yeah, I feel like Yofi is a very interesting route. For me, I kind of relate to him a lot because he has like social issue, and maybe in school he got a little bit bullied, which I could relate. I do got a little bit bullied, and like I said, I don't really like to talk to people. Of course, it changed when I grow older, but like I said, he has lots of relatable thing, and I kind of just understand why he turns out like that. I don't buy how the heroine fall in love with him so far. How I see how the heroine interact with him is more like it's not love yet, you know. And he is fun. Like I said, you can see how he turned obsessive. It's pretty enjoyable to see. Like I said, it's a very fun plot story. But yeah, like I said, for me, I like the heroic guys, the obsessive guy, and the yandere. I like almost every character. If you see like my tier list in the Otome games, I like varieties of character. But usually the yanderes never was my favorite. I just found it fun. But yeah. Another trope that it's attached to him is the younger man trope. He is young, 19, so that's college. Not bad, to be honest. But yeah, so his plot, you can tell, is just from his yandere nature. It might be because mostly from his youth and his need to attach, want to get human connection, I guess. Generally, like I say, he is pretty relatable. But yeah, but I guess I don't count him as a shota because a Otome game has a shota trope, and that's my least favorite. So I don't think that is for him. But overall, as a story, he is a very fun read. So the common thing in Otome, there's a shota trope. So the shota trope usually it's not their age that is old. They just look very young. They look very boyish. Like I say, they're not my favorite in the design department. Because like I say, they are sometimes they are like similar age as you, like Susuzaki in Collar X Malice. He looks young, but he is similar age as you. The only thing I really don't like is when they just look too boyish. So I will say Olympia Sore Himuka. He looks like one is feminine and two is boyish. I don't mind those shows as long as they look a good age. I just don't want them to be too boyish. But overall, I think they're okay. Usually those tropes are more immature. But I do like the trope more better than the older man trope, judging how I react to most of the love interests so far. I feel like I wouldn't date any kid. Maybe because I don't have daddy issues. I just don't date. I don't like dating older men. I feel like, oh, that's my uncle, dude. It's like they're too old. Um, but like I said, I'm not fond with the Shota trope. But at least the Shota is just a look boyish. You're not really that age. He, however, is pretty young. He is 19, but I think it's not too bad. But yeah, and he's pretty tall too. But I say his design is pretty okay. Not very fond of it. Like I said, I'm not into boys or younger boys. I more into muscular men. Like I said, it's a preference thing. But overall, I do enjoy his route. It's fun. It's short. I think it's a good thing it's short. Sympathy Kiss, I'm glad most of the route are kind of short compared to other Otome games because the story isn't the selling point. The story is ridiculous. Not ridiculous, but to be honest, he is one of the better story because I feel like most of the story that release in the shows in Sympathy Kiss is the plot is out of nowhere. Like this office conflict out of nowhere for me. I feel like him and his brother, yes, he is Rokuro brother. If you play Rokuro route, you kind of know that, kind of hinted at who he is. Here, Rokuro route, I feel like the plot is more well written and more consistent. The enemy here is himself, so I feel like it's more interesting rather than here's an office work and here's some random stuff come out of nowhere and then that will increase your relationship, right? So like I said, he is better than most. Well, in my opinion. But yeah. So here is Kobase, Ryoji. He is the ideal boss you ever wanted in an office work environment. I work in an office work environment before, so I kind of know my boss isn't that great. But yeah, he's hot. He's fair. He's a very good ideal boss. So I'm planning to make a separate review where it's more in depth on Sympathy Kiss. One is to try I want to try something new for my video editing. I'm trying to do some PowerPoints and stuff and probably put some slideshows in there. It's for fun. Like I said, I really want to experiment a little bit, especially when I have the creative cloud, you know? So I've been slacking off on the video department by a lot. So I want to try and experiment a lot. So I feel like doing a in-depth review on Sympathy Kiss is fun. So after Sympathy Kiss, I'm gonna do Tengoku Struggle. So I am currently playing the common route right now. It takes much longer. I heard the common route is pretty long. It's Tengoku Struggle, so yeah. But I think overall, he is the last route, and I say I like his chemistry with the MC too, similar to Minato. He definitely have the dating your boss vibes. Maybe when I'm younger, I probably like this trope more. But since I am a working adult and I experience no office work, I don't really like that trope a lot. The beginning of the story, I do relate to the MC a lot. I feel like they should focus on the work stuff more than this dramatic side plot. That is the only thing is there to make the MC relationship with Yoji better. I feel like most of the plot in Sympathy Kiss, they make it too dramatic, but it's not that dramatic, you know. Like it's like, okay, this is unnecessary dramatic, but it is supposed to be more K drama vibes. J drama vibes, I guess. But like I said, I'm gonna put a review on this, more in-depth review on Sympathy Kiss more. It's more like a discussion, if anything, but it's gonna be a small review for each route. So the video is gonna be very spoiler heavy. So I feel like when I play these Otome game, I want to discuss things, right? Because they are very fun, especially with the love interest. But yeah. But Sympathy Kiss overall, I think it's a very good Otome game. I don't think it's bad. I just think it's very voltage writing style. The thing about him is I do not like his CGs. His CG doesn't look appealing. So one of the flaws in this game is the faceless heroine. So there's many times they try to make the heroine face cut off or less noticeable, but the pose they making is super awkward on the CG. His CG isn't my favorite, even though he's a sexy character. So there's an issue for that. But yeah. So overall, I think this game is pretty good overall. With pretty chill. It's not gonna be anyone's favorite, I believe. I think it's just a nice office worker slice of life. I enjoy it as it is. So this is Thursday. So I went to a early birthday dinner for me yesterday, and from my family. I did got 2 gifts. So yeah, just want to show it off, and I can't wait for the weekends because my brother and my cousin gonna give me resins. So resin DIY maker. So I'm excited for that because I'm planning to make resin eyeballs for my plushies. And I'm probably gonna sell these old prototype plushie for a cheaper price because well, maybe not this one because this one actually, yeah, this one because it has spots, but for a cheaper price so I can keep the resin ones, but the resin eye one because I like resin eye, they look so pretty. But yeah, so here is Raphael and here is his mini version. So I say I was going to rest on Wednesday. I didn't. I made a mini Raphael. I was struggling a lot in his arms because his arms are quite difficult to do for a small size. So I do mostly single crochet on the arm instead, not to make it poofy at all. Overall, he is not bad to do. His size is pretty small. Yeah, he's like half. He's not bad to do. I want to, like I said, I want a cheaper option for my customer because these are pretty pricey and long to make. Very long to make. I do undercut myself a little bit for these because they are pretty big. I use a lot of yarn, but like I said, I want to make a cheaper option, which is the plush, keychain plush. And I am gonna try experiment with Xavier and Zane too. Because this is pretty easy. It's just like mermaid yarn and skin color. And then obviously the hair. For Xavier and Zane, since they're in they have clothes. So, and they have 2 feet. And their hand supposed to have layers of fabric. They might be a little bit harder. I had to experiment on it. But overall, I do like how he turned out, the little mermaid. Here is him up close. For sure, he has less detail on the eyes. Like I said, his hand is more simple, has single crochet most of the time. Unlike this hand, it's much more bulkier. There we go, much more bulkier. Eyes is much more detailed because I feel like it's hard to put small eyes with the yarn that I have because my yarn is pretty thick. So yeah. But overall, I think for a cheaper plush, it's pretty good. And maybe I'm planning to do 3 of each as a test for my convention. They're pretty. I think I could do 3 of them in a day. Of course, I have to take my time to sit down and do everything, but that's the plan. After that, I'm planning to do Xavier and Zane, test that out too. But yeah, so this is gonna be a little faster because I'm not gonna do any resin making yet because I don't have gloves or other tools. But this is a jewelry kit resin, and so far they have pretty nice stuff. I asked for my brother to give me this for my birthday. I asked for my other friend to give me a bigger kit for my birthday. So I have 2 kits. One is specifically for jewelry, which is this one. And I got this thing. It's much smaller than I thought. I thought it would be a little bit bigger, but they're pretty tiny. I mean, I guess it's for jewelry, but yeah. And I got this. So I'm excited to make doll safety eyes from this. But yeah. But I might try to do some jewelry for practice too. But they give you lots of jewelry stuff, which I can see is pretty helpful if I want to make maybe acrylic jewelry stuff. But yeah, they have lots of stuff in the kit, dry flowers and stuff. And some earrings. And I'm guessing these, you can stake them and make resin stuff. Yeah, lots of pendants. And this is pretty handy, I think. So today is Sunday. So I'm not supposed to record Sunday because that's where I focus on making editing my videos. But I finished this resin eye experiment, so I want to share it. The lighting is a really I'm not sure how good the lighting is. It's pretty cloudy, so bear that in mind. I am very sleepy right now because it is very early in the morning. So I just want to finish this so I can have time to edit the videos later. But yeah. So here is the small version of Xavier, and this is the large version. So I might do the small version of each chibi from now on, because the large one takes so much space. I don't have space to put them anymore. I'm already struggling when I finish Gion. I don't know where I put them. But yeah, but overall I might make smaller ones for the convention too. I feel like it's cheaper. I did undercut a lot for selling the large one because the large one takes so much yarn. So yeah, so here is the smaller one. And I did his resin eye. And I like it. I hot glued them. So I do the eyes and I hot glued them together. And the hands, I put it pretty simple. So yeah, the hands are really simple. Like I said, I don't have very thin yarn, so I had to use the yarn that I got. So I feel like he turns out very chunky, but I think he turns out alright. Like I said, I gotta do more smaller plushie like this from now on. It's just easier and more room to do. The large one, I probably gotta do a Pacific character. But yeah. So the resin eye, I like how it turns out, but the problem is it is kind of pricey to do resin eye. Mostly because I had to buy the eye itself, and then I had to use resin on top of it to make the glitter. So the eye itself costs around like $10 for a pack of 100, but the problem is that pack has different eye size. So there's large, small, and tiny and tinier. So I'm not sure I have enough of the right size for these lenses. Like I said, and you have to paint them obviously with resin. So it does take a lot of time, and I'm not sure to right now I'm still not certain. I'm still like seeing how to price them too. So the thing I'm scared about these resin eyes is I have to hot glue them in. So right now they're pretty sturdy, right? They don't fall at all. But I guess if they ever to fall off from the customer, they can always hot glue them together. While safety eyes, if these safety eyes fall off, you can't tear the plushie apart because it has a backing. So I feel like both of these have their pros and cons on eye attachment. But that's all it is right now. Right now, just expanding on resin eyes. But I am doing more smaller plushie now. I'm planning to do some Atomigate plushie with this size. I feel like it just save up more yarn, and I need to learn how to price my stuff better. Like I said, I feel like I did underprice my stuff a lot because these are pretty big. But yeah, I did change the price tag, but I feel like people sell it a little more and above. But yeah, so these are the two plushie I have right now. I'm planning to do Zane, but I had to wait on that a little bit. So I'm just gonna do these two first, to be honest, because I need to finish the female plushie for my auntie. And I might need to make that large, and I need to do other stuff too. So yeah. So this is a portrait that I done this week. So I do it slowly. For every day I do like an hour or a couple minutes on it, or none at all. It's supposed to be very fast because it's supposed to be done within a day, but I was busy crocheting and doing other stuff. I get sidetracked pretty easily. So I have a lot of unfinished artwork that I need to be done. Like I said, I get sidetracked and I'm crocheting, and I can't draw and crochet at the same time. And once I get into a hobby, I get addicted until I get like into that stagnant state where I can get used to both drawing and crocheting at the same time. But overall, this art piece I do struggle a lot, mostly because of the angle, the reference photo. It's not accurate. The angles of the reference photo is more like lower, so you see the girl's chin more. But it's hard for me. I'm having a difficult time to put it in anime-ish form, I guess. But overall, it's a good practice. I just don't want to get rusty on when I just crochet almost all the whole week. Plus, I'm drawing chibis. Like I said, I'd rather practice this stuff than drawing chibis. I feel like chibis is good for sticker and market stuff. But yeah, but these stuff takes time too. It takes like at least half a day because I had to plan it, I had to color it, and the coloring takes a little bit longer. To be honest, the line art take longer for me because I don't know. I always feel like there's always something wrong with it. I have to fix the anatomy, stuff like that. It's just a lot of issues. So, what is my goal for next week? One is to finish my market stuff. So, I'm going to finish the Jinyuan plushies, designing some small plushie to sell. And three is starting out designing female crochet plushie. And the fourth is probably graphic design, some info on how people should order my crochet stuff online. So, like I said, there's a new option, keychain and resin eyes. So I'm gonna put that more info on it in my Etsy so people can order them. So Wednesday, I'm gonna probably increase some of the price for my plushies. So Love and Deep Space is $35. So I might increase it to around 40, 45. I am not sure. I see people around that size, around 40 to 45, even 50, depending how detailed it is. The only detail that is complicated is probably mostly about it's probably Zane because he has a vest and a tie. But overall, I think Xavier is pretty simple and Raphael is pretty simple. So overall, that's a goal. Oh, and another goal is probably do some video on Sympathy Kiss review for fun. I'm probably gonna draw my chibi self as one of those videos, like some people does in their videos. So like I said, I'm gonna experiment a little. So that's pretty much it for this week vlog, and thank you for watching.